right, guys, I'm back, and this is part 2 of that amazing run that I had on Tarzan. Before I get into showing the video and showing you the progression of where I went from that first video to this one, that first video was kind of rushed. I kind of put that out there. I didn't spend a lot of time, and I want to talk about free play and how I navigate free play and take advantage of it. It's not really a hack. It's just maybe a little bit of an understanding. Now, a disclaimer, the results may vary for different individuals and based on the different casinos you can go to, but I will give you a quick breakdown of how I do free play and the fact of where I go to certain casinos. I spend a lot of time playing within the area. I'd rather do a one hour, maybe 2 hour drive, depending on where I'm going and the location. And if I like the casino, I try to spend, of course, my money in casinos that, I could record freely in, and I have the atmosphere and the play and all that kind of stuff. So other casinos may be a bit farther out. The particular casino that I'm going to talk about, normally I don't say the names of the casino, but you can always read in the description below. I'll say where I filmed it at. This particular casino, San Manuel, I love going to it. We have a love-hate relationship as far as winning, because of course I want to go where I win, right? And San Manuel, I've won, don't get me wrong. One of my biggest wins, the Brave Spirit, you can check that out. I have that posted. Was it San Manuel? I've won, if not more than that, maybe not in a single hit, but of course, I've went to Morongo. I've went to Pachanga. I love Pachanga. All three of them, actually. But because they're a 5 hour drive away from me, I only go there probably most of the time during the beginning of the year. This particular instance, I went on Halloween. And I'll explain why. And then you can leave comments down below, and you can tell me how much free play would entice you to go and maybe do a 5 hour drive. 2 more hours and I'm already in Vegas. But I'm going to show you how much free play was offered to me. And actually, I had to turn it down a month prior to that, maybe 2 months prior to that, because the wife just basically said, no, we're not going to go out there. You're just going to drive and we're going to spend it. And so it wasn't until the next free play offer that I got, which made sense, and I'll show you what that is. Matter of fact, I'll show you now, because it was some of the best. It was some of the best free play. Not the best, but some of the best free play. So what I got was an offer maybe in June for $500, and 5 hour drive, is it worth going? You can leave a comment if $500 is worth you driving 5 hours away to go to a casino. It wasn't for my wife, so we didn't go. Then in October, which is my birthday month, I received another offer for $500. Again, she said, no, we were there in February. We're not going to go. If you want to go and spend $500, just go play over here. They offer, close to us, so we only drive an hour away. So they send this. That's $500, okay, in October, and she was still not willing to go. So I pretty much chalked it up to saying, we're not going to go. Then, close towards the end of the month, when you get your new free play offer, I received this. $500 again for November. Now, if you've seen the dates, the first 500 lasted from 10/1 to 10/31. The second offer started from 11/1 till the end of the month. You probably see where I'm going with this. So I told her, listen, if we go around Halloween time, I could take advantage of the $500 that they're offering, and at midnight, it starts over the clock on 11/1, and that's another $500. That's $1,000 of free play. I can get a room, which San Manuel didn't have a room, but they have Bear Springs now. So, I mean, so anyways, that was $1,000 of free play. I could not pass that up. So we ended up going. And as a result, I turned that $1,000 of free play into $1,000 plus in actual cash that I took home. Actually, the next day we went to play at Morongo. And if you've checked out the other video, I had an amazing run on The Walking Dead. So if you haven't checked out those videos, please check those out. You can see what I'm talking about. But let's get back to free play. The way I navigate free play, and why did I get $500? That's a large amount. I mean, even in my local casinos, I don't get $500 per se. But what I do like to do is when I go, why would they offer me $500? I mean, you know, that's a large amount. I don't go to the casino. But the way the casinos work is that if I took $500 and you took $500 and we both went, and this is the argument of a lot of people, and I went and played my $500 and I went one time during the month. You took your same $500 and you spent that and you went twice a week. But at the end of the month, you spent $500 and I spent $500. The casino basically, in a nutshell, divides the number of amount of times that you go to the casino against that money that you play. So you could, a regular at a casino could have the argument and be upset and say, well, I spent $500 and I got less of free play back. I turned around and spent the same $500 in one shot, and my free play is offered a lot more. When I went to San Manuel, I basically had a budget of $1,000. That $1,000 wasn't necessarily in one shot. I was there for a week. I did other things. I stayed in Long Beach, and we went and played in different casinos. But even though I had $1,000 allocated to what I was going to spend in the casino, that $1,000 doesn't mean that that was the limit, in the sense that if I won 300, am I walking away with that 300 or do I continue to play? So that $1,000 actually became more over time. I probably spent $2,000 in the casino because of the amount that I've won in between that time. So I didn't go back to San Manuel for another 6 or 7 months. Almost a year maybe. And so in that time that they'd send me an offer, I wouldn't go. They send me an offer, no. Pretty soon that offer grew to $500 to bring me back to the casino. So, and even that $500 wasn't enticing enough for my wife to say, yes, let's go and do the drive, even though we take road trips everywhere. So when it became $1,000, it did not become her decision anymore. I was like, I'm going. So if you want to go with me, great. If not, I'll take a road trip 3 days and just spend it out there. And it turned out to be an amazing trip. I went, my wife, of course, went, and I brought my mom along with us. So if you watch the Walking Dead video, you can probably see, usually people don't touch my machine and put their fingers all over it. But that was my mom in the Walking Dead machine, encouraging it or you know, tapping the machine, trying to make the symbols come out and stuff like that. So anyways, my question for you is, how much free play would a casino offer you for you to be able to go? And do you use the same tactics, if you will, in how you build up your free play? Anyways, guys, I know I took a lot of time in this, but I just wanted to cover free play so you have an understanding of how I do it. Don't necessarily, you know, $500 is $500. That's a lot of money. 1,000 is even more. So to take advantage of that free play, I just kind of wanted to share with you a little bit of how I do it and what I do, and I'll spend that in casinos that I like. I will spend a little bit more time talking about other free play that I have in other casinos, because we have went to a ton. I mean, just a few months ago, we went and took a trip along the Oregon coast, and we hit about 5 casinos out there. We even went as far as Chinook Winds, which is a casino that's literally on the beach. Another love and passion I have is fishing. So what I did on that trip, and believe it or not, my wife loves fishing too. So, you know, we hit the Oregon coast, we went surf perch fishing, we went clamming, and we went casino hopping. 5 different casinos, and we ended our trip at Chinook Winds. We didn't go any farther, and then we came back. I think we started at Rolling Hills, and then we had went to the Lucky 7, Bear Lake, Chinook Winds, and then a few others. And I'll post some of those videos. A lot of those casinos out there didn't like the recording, so I got some pics, I got some recordings, and they were kind of, you know, anti-recording. So I didn't want to push my luck since it was a trip out there, and I didn't want to be kicked out of the casino. So I did what recording I could, and so anyways, enough of that. Let's take a look at part 2 of the amazing win on Tarzan, and the fact that I built that free play up to over $1,000. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and let's check this out. Actually, guys, real quick, I forgot to mention this because I don't want to cheat this out of the free play that San Manuel actually offered. So you've seen the 500 that I showed for the month of October, the 500 that I showed for the beginning of the month of November. So tying in over that midnight mark, that was $1,000. But in addition to the $1,000 that they also offered this, which is pretty cool too. So, I mean, you know, everybody's would vary, but you could see right here, it was an additional $100 just because it's your birthday month, right? And then another $10 went towards food. But as you can see, there was an additional $175. Actually, let me see. So it was $100 that was on your birthday if you went on your birthday. $10 for food, which they give you other comps and coupons and free buffets and stuff like that. But an additional $175 for it being your birthday month. So $100 on your birthday, $175 for the month. That's an additional $275. So technically that was $500, $500, and $275. That was almost $1,300 in free play. So I don't want to cheat that out of there and just say it was $1,000. This additional $375 can go a long way. Okay? All right, let's get to the video. Come on, Wilds. No re-triggers, no wilds. Come on, grow, 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 grow. Come on, Tarzan. Oh, all the kings. 30 for her, 40 for that one, and 60 for the king. That was a good one. It's over 100. but I'm trying. Come on. Time spent. Man, why isn't it like all the alligators or something? Oh my God, really? Look at that shit. Come on, 4 more games. Give me a big one. Big one. Oh, shit. Last one. I just moved to it too. Are you serious? Oh, nice. Nice. And that wasn't even in the bonus, right? I didn't even realize it. I can't believe a 300 landed. That's crazy. I thought it was $30. I thought it was 32. Oh my God. That's a Lord of the Jungle hit. $585, $3 day. Nice. What was it? $6, $9, 302, and that was the minor. And it was double. See, so you can actually land multiple for whatever it is. It resets. It resets at, yeah, it resets at 60 though. Look, it's only 134. That's crazy. Nice. Hey, you know what? That's my free play. All right, guys. That was just me having a little bit of fun with the video. So hope you liked it. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next video. And please check out some of these other awesome slot videos that I have added to the channel.